Hello and welcome to Web Sports Machine. I'm your announcer, Adam Brown, and alongside me in the booth today, Mr. Zane Naylor. While we have the time, I'd like to thank Lucas Oil Stadium staff and the Hoosier Heritage Conference for making this broadcast possible. Well, Zane, Week 4 of IHSA football brings us to Lucas Oil Stadium, where we're bringing you coverage of all today's games. 3 of them have already played, and tonight's final game is between the New Palestine Dragons and the Delta Eagles. The past few years when these two teams have hooked up, they played some amazing games, and slowly this is turning into one of the biggest rivalries in 4A. Let's take a look at the season recap so far. In the first week of play, Delta won against Jay County 24-8, and New Pal lost to Whiteland. New Pal normally has had undefeated seasons. They'll win about 7 or 8 games each year, but right now they're 1-2. Delta is 2-1. Delta is 1-0 in the conference. Last week, New Pal lost 43-13 to Pendleton Heights. And Zane, this week, players to watch are going to be Austin Conway and Matt Sergi. I mean, you've seen Austin Conway play. He's an animal out there on the field.
Absolutely.
You know, and Conway last week had 3 or 4 sacks against Greenfield Central. And Matt Sergi, he's been a heck of a player this year. He's already had 54 carries and racked up 326 yards on the ground. He's only had 1 touchdown, but most of the time he gets them down to the end zone and really just helps them out. And for Austin Conway, not only is he a great defender, he's a great leader on the field. And also one more player you're going to have to look out for is Alex Fuadavai. Last week he had 2 interceptions, and last week I talked to him before the game and I said, hey, we're going to be webcasting the game. You better play good for me tonight. And he had 2 interceptions, so I thank you, Alex Fuadavai. And the keys to the game tonight for Delta is going to be they're going to have a running game. They've had a running game the first 3 weeks of the season, especially last week. They had Mason Bechtel had 2 touchdowns. Joe Spiegel had 2 touchdowns. Bryce Dishman had a touchdown. And they got to use play action. Your running game is nothing unless you have a passing game. So you got to use one to set up the other. And most of the time schools, especially Delta, they try and use the counters. And then they work off the counters and use play action and try and hook up deep with a stud wide receiver that they have in Jalen Robinson. Robinson is 6'3", about 190. He has a lot of skill. He has a very high vertical, and he can really take over a game if he has the opportunity to. And lastly, for Delta, they got to contain the outside. New Pal has been a team that likes to scramble. They like to work on getting out of the pocket and creating plays on the run. Blake Luker is replacing Connor Simmons at quarterback this year. Luker has 22 completions for 215 passing yards. So really, New Pal and Delta, they both have young teams. And the keys to the game for New Pal, they're just going to have to try and stop Joe Spiegel and the rest of this running game that the Eagles have. And pretty much they got to keep the hands out of keep the ball out of Jalen Robinson's hands because he can really take over games like we've said. And other than that, Zane, I think it should be a great matchup. They were a great matchup here in Lucas Oil Stadium last year. Delta's lost the last 3 matchups against New Pal.
I will say that one of the things that New Pal has to look out for tonight is to not let their confidence get too much of the best of them, because in the previous 3 great seasons they've beat Delta both at Delta's turf and at their turf, and so they may be a little confident going into this one, but as we've seen, Delta is a force to be reckoned with when they want to be, and I think after last week's game they've shown quite a bit of improvement and that they're going to bring a big fight to this field tonight.
So, and other than Rushville, the Dragons are one of the 2 teams in the Hoosier Heritage Conference that have a new coach. And Delta has a veteran coach in Grant Zagunda, who's in his 15th year with the Eagles. He's been in the top of the HHC. He's 69th among winningest coaches in IHSA history. And Delta is a very young team along with New Pal. Delta starting 7 sophomores. So it's going to be exciting to see how this team and both teams actually mature throughout the season. You know, Delta has shared the Hoosier Heritage Conference in the last decade a lot with New Pal. Since 2004, both schools have won 4 Hoosier Heritage Conference titles. Shelbyville was the only other one, and they won an interim Hoosier Heritage Conference title. So, I mean, I don't really know what to expect. It should be a good game, Zane, and let's go down to the field. They're getting ready for kickoff. I know I'm excited. I know everybody else here is excited. So let's get this thing underway. It's the nightcap of the Hoosier Heritage Conference day here at the Horseshoe Classic, home of the Indianapolis Colts. This is definitely the most looked forward to game of the night. Obviously, it's got the primetime slot. You know, right now it's almost 8 o'clock, getting ready for kickoff. And it looks like Delta's going to be back to return. Set back to return for the Eagles is going to be Jalen Robinson and Joe Spiegel, 2 players to watch tonight. It's going to be a great one. Spiegel and Robinson have breakaway speed, so if you don't really get to them fast and stay in your lanes on the kickoff, they're going to get to the outside and take one to the house. Back to kick for New Pal, number 17, Jackson Schwer. He's a 5'11 junior. So here we go. The nightcap's about to get underway. Kickoff here in Lucas Oil Stadium. Going to be brought back by Jalen Robinson. Brought down around the 21-yard line, so good job containing by the Dragons. And again, Zane, we've talked about how young this Delta team is. Cade Jones, a sophomore at quarterback, filling the big shoes of Ozzie Mann. Ozzie's now playing for Ball State. He's not a starter, but he will be soon. But like I said, big shoes to fill for Cade Jones.
Well, both of these teams come from proud athletic traditions at each of their individual schools. Obviously, Delta has a lot of alumni who are involved in athletics on some level. And obviously as well for New Pal, Todd Yoder is a graduate of New Pal. He went on to play at Vanderbilt University and then was a 10-year NFL veteran, including a Super Bowl champion.
Trying to hook up deep with Ryan Bickford. A lot of contact. No flag will be called for either one. We need to watch out for Delta to use the counters tonight. That's really been their bread and butter for about the last decade, actually since the Grant Zagunda era has came around. So 2nd down and 10, ball on the 22-yard line. Draw up the middle. Joe Spiegel breaking a few tackles, getting enough to get the first down. So the Eagles starting to move the ball up the field. Moving the chains for the first time tonight. 11:39 left in the first quarter. Ball now on the 33, 1st and 10. On defense tonight, Clay Fullenkamp. He was the leading tackler last year for the Eagles. Talked to Coach Zagunda before the game, and he said that Clay's been under the weather for the last few days, so I don't know if he'll be playing tonight. His status is probable. Gain of about 4 by Mason Bechtel to the outside. Going to bring up 2nd and 6. Hand off to Joe Spiegel, going to get very close to the first down. Looks like he just got enough to move the chains once again. Counter to Bryce Dishman, going to pick up another 6 yards. It's the ball right at the midfield line, 2nd and 4. 9:48 left in the first. Dragons stop the Eagles right at the line of scrimmage because it's going to bring up the first third down of the night for the Eagles. Third and about 3. Big play for both teams. Could be a big stop or a big first down. Cade Jones tried to draw him off sides. But Coach DeGun is going to call his first timeout of the night. 8:54 left in the first quarter. It's going to be a third down and 3, and let's get a word from our sponsors.
When I say good, you say neighbor. Call Jason May for your insurance needs and see how it feels to be on a number 1 team. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call Jason or his team today at 747-7100 or visit www.calljasonmay.com.
So 3rd and 3, ball on the 49. 8:54 left in the first. Big play, 3rd and 3. Bickford out right, Robinson out left. Backed up to the outside, gets the first down, and fights his way for about 6 yards on the play. Brought down on the 44-yard line. Now Rob Fox checking in at wide receiver. 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line. So Joe Spiegel carried the pile for a while to get 6 yards on the play. He was hit right at the line of scrimmage.
This is not the first time Spiegel's had to have an entire swarm of Dragons to take him down. An earlier play, he broke one tackle and had to be taken down by 3 or 4 New Pal players at once.
So now Robinson coming back in at wide receiver. He's the star wide receiver for this team. He's a jump ball receiver. You kind of just throw it up to him. I don't know if you've watched much Delta football in the past, but Logan Young was like that a few years ago. He's now playing college football. So 3rd and 3, ball on the 36-yard line. Spiegel stopped just about a foot shy of the first down. So Coach Segunda most likely going to go for it on offense. Try and pick up the first. Fourth and 1, big play. Backed up to the outside, gets the first down, moves the chains. So the Eagles working on a great drive, already taken up almost half of the first quarter. They only have the ball on the 28-yard line, really eating away at the clock. Slowly but surely, this New Pal defense is going to creep up on the line of scrimmage. That's when you go over the top and run some play action. Spiegel breaks another tackle. Picks up another first down, if not very close. So they will move the chains. So now looking at second and about 6 yards to go. Ball spotted on the 14-yard line, 2nd and 6, 5:09 left in the first. Still no score. Again, Joe Spiegel getting close to another first down. So 3rd and short, ball on the 9-yard line. QB keeper for Cade Jones gets all the way to the 4-yard line. Spiegel out left on the sweep. Stopped 1 yard in the backfield. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. So almost 9 minutes into the first quarter. Eagles still on their first drive of the game on the 6-yard line. And Joe Spiegel punches it in, making it 6-0, the first score of tonight's finale. So I tell you what, that was a heck of a drive by the Eagles. Marched it all the way down the field from the 21-yard line. Took them almost 9 minutes on that one drive. So exactly what Coach Zagunda had drawn up probably all week, getting ready for this matchup, and John Kern is on to kick the PAT.
John Carter Kern kicks it, and it is good through the uprights.
That will make it 7-6. 3:25 left in the first. Got a heck of a matchup going on here. Great drive by the Eagles. And we'll be right back from a word from one of our sponsors.
Hi, this is Marcella with Carpets Plus Color Tile. At Carpets Plus Color Tile, we don't sell paint or lumber, we sell flooring. We have the largest showroom in East Central Indiana, full of top name brands of carpet, vinyl, hardwood, ceramic tile, laminate, and area rugs. So before you go to the big box store, stop by Carpets Plus Color Tile for the best service, prices, and selection in the area. That's Carpets Plus Color Tile across from the Muncie Mall on Broadway.
And welcome back to Webb Sports Machine. 3:25 left in the first. Eagles capped off a 9-minute drive almost with a 6-point touchdown by Joe Spiegel. He punched it in from 6 yards out. Spiegel now has 52 yards rushing on 6 carries, 1 touchdown, all on 1 drive. Big return by Newpal, brought down to the 38-yard line. That was Scott Lyons on the return. Look out for Matt Sergi in the backfield. He's an experienced running back. He has a lot of speed and a lot of power. Runs very low to the ground. He's very hard to take down if you just try and arm tackle him. So 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Colin Hill for the Dragons. Had the ball, ran it up a bit, but didn't quite make it very far.
Gain of about 1, going to be 2nd and 9. Just broke the 3-minute mark in the first quarter. Run up the middle, gain of about 2 yards. Going to bring up 3rd and 5. So Duke Blackwell coming in. He's a 5'7" freshman. Going to come in at wide receiver. Pass completed over the middle for a first down, brought down around the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, ball on the 44. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-0 Eagles. Handoff up the middle, brought down by Avery Hazley. Gain of 8 by Colin Hill. Now 1st and 10 Newpal, ball on the 34-yard line. Going to be a QB keeper. Luker's going to pick up about 8 yards on the carry. So they got him with the QB choice. Going to be 2nd and 2. Brought down by number 6, Brody Runyon, the transfer from Yorktown. We just saw Yorktown beat Greenfield Central last game 31-14. So 2nd and 3, ball on the 27.
Chase Carpenter with the stop for the Eagles there. Colin Hill with the carry for the Dragons.
Now we'll wrap up the first quarter of action here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Eagles up 7-0 early. They had a great drive. New Pal punching in the red zone right here. You're watching Web Sports Machine. We'll be right back.
Just as it's important for the players to keep tuned up both before and after they collide with another team, it's important for you to do the same with your car. You can do that with Right Way Collision Repair. The sign says Right Way Collision Repair, but you may not realize that they also have mechanical technicians. They can work on shocks and struts, mufflers, brakes, everything from oil changes to diesel performance and engine overhaul and replacement. So when you think of Right Way, think of more than just fender benders. Think of full-service automotive care. Visit Wade and Christie at Right Way Collision Repair Service in Albany for your collision and mechanical needs. And while you're in there, say hi to Blue, the shop dog. Call 765-789-6995 or visit rightwayauto.com.
Thank you, Zane. So second quarter about to get underway. It's going to be 1st and 10. New Pal has the ball on the 23-yard line. The only score in the first quarter was by Joe Spiegel. He had a 6-yard touchdown run. John Kern kicked on the PAT, making it 7-0, and that is where we stand as far as it comes to score. The New Pal trying to get into the red zone for the first time today. Like I said, ball on the 23-yard line. Handoff is to Hill up the middle, stopped for a gain of about 1. So 2nd and 9, ball on the 22-yard line. Going to be a QB keeper to the outside. Brought down by John Kern. Now 3rd and 8, ball on the 21. Big play right here, 3rd and 8. Sweep to the outside, and he's brought down by Ryan Bickford right around the line of scrimmage. So big stop for the Eagles, going to force a 4th down. I would assume they're going to go for it. They're too close to punt, too far to kick. Quarterback Blake Luker coming over to get the play. Got to get at least 9 yards for the first down. Ball on the 22-yard line. Luker looked up and the play clock was right around 3 when he got to the line of scrimmage, so he's going to call a timeout, regroup himself, and go back at it with 9:52 left in the first half. Eagles up 7-0. And we'll be back with another word from our sponsors.
When I say good, you say neighbor. Jason May of State Farm can help you with all of your insurance needs. Call Jason May for your insurance needs and see how it feels to be on a #1 team. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call Jason or his team today at 747-7100 or visit www.calljasonmay.com.
Thank you, Zane. Now 4th down, 9 yards to go. Big play for both teams. Delta could keep the momentum going if they could get a stop here, but New Pal could easily punch one into the end zone. Just 22 yards out. So here we go, 4th and 9. Luker back in shotgun. 3 receivers split out. Rolling out left, Conway put the pressure on him, and he's brought down around the line of scrimmage for the stop. So a turnover on downs. Delta defense not breaking. So Cade Jones and this high-powered offense will come back out onto the field for the second time tonight. They had a 9-minute drive capped off by a Joe Spiegel touchdown last time. So 1st and 10, ball on the 22-yard line. Handed off to Joe Spiegel up the middle, gets some big yards, brought down to the 47-yard line. So a huge carry by Joe Spiegel. He has been nothing but amazing tonight carrying the ball. Spiegel already 7 carries for 75 yards with 1 touchdown. Short gain by Mason Bechtel, going to bring up 2nd and 7. Ball spotted on the 49-yard line. So here we go, 2nd and 7. Cade Jones under center. Draw play to Joe Spiegel, stopped at the line of scrimmage. May have picked up 1, going to be looking at 3rd and 6. It's amazing. Here we are, 8 minutes and 21 seconds left in the first half, and Delta has only tried to pass once tonight. That was an incomplete pass on the very first play of the game. Big stop by the Dragons, going to bring up 4th down, and the punt unit's going to come out for the Eagles. So great job containing and getting in the backfield fast to bring down Mason Bechtel. Then we got 4th and 5, and the punt unit is out on the field. Back to return for New Pal, number 80, Tyler Walden. He's a 5'8 junior. And back to kick is John Kern. Ball's going to be spotted just inside the 20. 7-0 Eagles. 7:27 left into the first half. New Pal's going to have the ball on the 18-yard line. It's now 1st and 10, ball right on the 20. Luker back in shotgun. And I don't know why Matt Sergi is not in the backfield. Haven't seen him all night. Brought down by John Kern and Alex Wadavai. Luker on the QB keep. Gets enough to pick up the first down, gain of 11. So 1st and 10, ball on the 31. So they had him stopped in the backfield, but he turns nothing into something, gain of about 5. Brought down at the 37-yard line. It's now 2nd and 4. 6:40 left in the first half. Ball on the 37-yard line, 2nd and 3. We got a timeout called by Coach Grant Zagunda. So 2nd and 4. Handoff up the middle. Gets the first down and more. Brought down around the 44 or 45-yard line. So both teams really using the running game early here in the first half. So 1st and 10, ball on the 45. Now Luker under center. He likes to switch it up between shotgun and sometimes pistol formation. Run right up the gut for Colin Hill, gain of about 4 yards. So our player to watch for Delta, Austin Conway. He may not be in the backfield near as much as last week as he's more of a dominant pass rusher. It's very hard to get many sacks if the team's not even passing, so you may not hear his name near as much during our broadcast, but he's definitely being a force down on the defensive line. Speaking of Conway, he's getting his 4th tackle on that play, going to bring up 3rd down. So 3rd and 3, ball on the 48-yard line. As Blake Luker comes out and gives the play to the offense. Just shy of the first down, about a yard short. So 4th down and 1. Big decision for New Pal right here. Coach Charlie Hill in his first year at New Pal. So 4th and 1, big play. It's going to be a QB keeper. Handed off up the middle to Colin Hill, and he's going to get plenty enough for the first down and more. Brought down around the 38-yard line. It's now just 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first half. 7-0 Eagles. So both teams offensive-based teams, and only one touchdown, just 3 minutes left in the first half. Luker's going to hold on to it on the QB choice, brought down around the 36-yard line. Number 72, Ben DeLisle on the tackle. Drops back to pass. Gets enough to the first down. Pass was completed to Scott Lyons, a 5'9" senior. Ball now on the 26-yard line. The Eagles last time made a big play on fourth down right around this territory. Fumble on the play. Delta thinks they have it. Newpal says they got it, and the ref says Delta has recovered the fumble. So with 2 minutes left in the first half, the Eagles are going to take over right around the 30-yard line. It's a big swing in momentum. Newpal was on a touchdown scoring drive, it seemed like. They turned the ball over. It's going to be Eagles ball on the 28. So Joe Spiegel already 8 carries, 76 yards in the backfield, handed off to the middle. Gain of about 2. So now second down and about 7 to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. K. Jones drops back to pass, finds a man, a completed pass across the middle. What a catch by Bryce Dishman. I mean, are you kidding me? That was an amazing catch. One-handed across the middle. Picks up the first down, and the momentum just keeps on getting bigger for these Eagles. Awesome reception by Bryce Dishman.
He was able to catch it with the one hand and pull it in and tuck it just in time, even though he caught the arms of a couple defenders.
Cage Jones again drops back to pass. This time to Rob Fox, and it falls incomplete. Jones threw into double coverage. It's going to bring up second down and 10, ball on the 49-yard line. .52 seconds left in the first half. The Eagles have yet to go to Jalen Robinson. There's Spiegel on the draw. It's going to pick up a few yards. And with 43 seconds left in the first half, Coach DeGun is going to take his third and final timeout to talk this one over.
We've obviously seen some great football tonight from the Hoosier Heritage Conference. It's been an awesome time here at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. You should have a lot of great teams that come out of this conference, and not just for the players on the field athletically, but also academically. They come from great schools. Two of the schools in this conference were the only two high schools in the state of Indiana that were named recently a blue ribbon school. One of them was New Palestine High School, the other one Yorktown High School, which we saw earlier, which is a national recognized award for having excellent schools, and so that's really something they can be proud of. And they plan to celebrate that when they meet on the football field later this month.
That's always great to hear student athletes coming out on the field and in the books. Right now it's 3rd and 8, ball on the 46-yard line. Actually make that the 49-yard line. Handoff to Joe Spiegel. It's reversed to Ryan Bickford, and he has room to run. Picks up the first down and gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 38 seconds left. So trick play is not normally what you see from Coach Segunda's offense. Well, that's what we're getting tonight, brought down around the 35-yard line. First and 10, ball on the 35, 38 seconds left in the first half. Jones drops back to pass. Pass is complete to Jalen Robinson, brought down on the 8-yard line. So the jump ball receiver in Robinson, they throw it up and he goes and gets it. So the Eagles inside the red zone and inside the 10-yard line, about to try and punch one in for another 6 right before halftime. He was going with the hurry-up offense. Now 21 seconds left in play in the first half. Ball on the 7-yard line, and we got a timeout by New Palestine. Actually, there's going to be a penalty marker down. Illegal substitution. Going to be a 5-yard penalty on New Palestine. So that will put the Eagles right around the goal line. Ball's going to be spotted right on the 3.
We'll see if the Eagles will have the opportunity to punch one in the last few remaining seconds of the half.
Joe Spiegel has 11 carries for 83 yards, 1 touchdown. And the sophomore Cade Jones at quarterback is 2 for 3 passing, 41 yards. He just hooked up with Jalen Robinson. That was the previous play before the Joe Spiegel run that was out of bounds. So here come the Eagles out of the timeout. 21 seconds left, ball on the 3-yard line. Joe Spiegel trying to punch it in, gets to the outside. Brought down just a yard shy of the end zone. You got to hurry up and get to the line. Pass out to Ryan Bickford. A lot of contact, no flag was called. So that will wrap up tonight's first half of action in the 4th game of our day here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Eagles up 7-0 over the New Palestine Dragons. And we'll be right back with the second half. You're watching Web Sports Machine.